Hello students, welcome to the new session of our English class. In the previous class, we learned about tenses, their definitions, their uses, and a few examples. So today we will deal with examples comprehensively. I'll give you a few questions and I would want all of you to answer them. While we do this class, we will do the answers of the questions as well. But first, let us recapitulate on what we had learned earlier. There are how many types of tenses? 3 types of tenses. What are they? Present tense, past tense, and future tense. Each tense is divided further into 4 kinds. I beg your pardon. For present tense, it is present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Past, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And future, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. If I give you an example of, if I give you a sentence to write in all other tenses, for example, say, he plays football. If you write in other tenses, then he plays football is in the present indefinite tense. He is playing football, present continuous. He has played football, present perfect. And he has been playing football, present perfect continuous. Similarly, in the past, he played football, past indefinite. He was playing football, past continuous. He had played football, past perfect. And he had been playing football, past perfect continuous. Moving on to future, future indefinite. He will play football. With I and we shall, with others we have to use will. But in case of compulsion, we have to, compulsion or force or emphasis of any sort, then we have to interchange the use of shall and will. He will be playing football, future continuous. He will have played football, future perfect. He will have been playing football, future perfect continuous. So these are the tenses. Now from here we move on to the passive voice of these tenses. Like suppose he plays football. Football is played by him. Okay, he is playing football. Football is being played by him. He has played football. Football has been played by him. And there is no passive form of present perfect continuous tense. Now past indefinite. He played football. Football was played by him. He was playing football. Football was being played by him. He had played football. Football had been played by him. And he had been playing football. He had played football. Football had been played by him. And there is no passive form of past perfect continuous tense. Now future, the passive form of only 2 tenses are possible, future indefinite and future perfect. He will play football. Football will be played by him. He will have played football. Football will have been played by him. And the passive form of future continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense is not possible. So altogether we get these tenses. That means questions may come in these forms. So you have to understand the forms, the sentences, the types. Now moving on to conditional sentences. There are 3 conditions: open condition, imaginary condition, and unfulfilled condition of the past. First condition, second condition, third condition. He will come if I invite him. He will come if I invite him. First condition. He would come if I invited him. Okay. He would come if I invited him. And third condition. He would have come if I had invited him. So these are the 3 conditions. I repeat. He will come if I invite him. He would come if I invited him. And he would have come if I had invited him. Now let us move to examples. Now I would like to urge all of you to take your pens in hand and be ready with your copies. Number 1, I dash now sleep. What will the answer be? I dash now sleep. Right? I am sleeping now. He dash if it does not rain. He dash if it does not rain. Come. What will the answer be? See, this is through the sentence we can understand that this is in the this is a conditional sentences and it is of type 1. So he will come if it does not rain. And I dash the work before father comes. Complete. I dash the work before father comes. Complete. What will the answer be? What will you put in the gap? I dash the work before father comes. I shall have completed. Shall have completed. Then next, number 4. It dash when you came. Rain. It dash when you came. Rain. What is the answer? Anybody? Have you got it right? It was raining because at a particular point of time in the past something was going on. So it was raining in the past when you came. It was raining when you came. Past continuous tense. Next. The boy dash if he had not been ill. Returned. Return. The boy dash if he had not been ill. Return. Yes, many of you have got it right. The boy would have returned if he had not been ill. Next question. Try to understand. Football dash by us daily. Play. Football dash by us daily. Play. What will the answer be? Yes, very good. Many of you have got your answers correct. Football is played by us daily because the sentence is in passive voice. Even though there is a blank, still we can understand the sentence to be in the passive voice. Therefore, we have to use the passive form of verb. Football is played by us daily. Next, this pen dash at a fair. Buy. This pen dash at a fair. At a fair, sorry, last week. Bracket by. This pen dash at a fair last week. What will the answer be? This pen was bought at a fair last week. Why? Because the sentence is in the passive voice. The pen cannot do anything, so the pen has to be dealt with. So the answer is in the passive voice. The door of action is as an object here of the verb, object of the preposition. Sorry, it will be by me, by him, by her, whatever it be. So if it is if the door of action is in the predicate part, then we have to understand that the sentence is in the passive voice. So this pen was bought at a fair last week. Then sugar dash sweet, bracket taste, sugar dash sweet. What will the answer be? Sugar, yes, taste sweet. Sugar tastes. Third person singular number. Sugar, it's uncountable, so we have to use s or es as suffix. Here e is already there, so we have to simply add s as suffix. Number 9, next question. I dash my dinner yet not have. I dash my dinner yet not have. What will the answer be? Here you have to understand that the exact time of action is not mentioned here. When did I have my dinner? That is not mentioned. So we have to understand that the sentence is in, yes, present perfect tense. Very good. Many of you have guessed it right. I have not had my dinner yet. Have not had. Then moving on to the next question. They will come after father dash return. They will come after father dash. Think and say. Many of you perhaps have got this wrong. Generally we put the gap before in the first clause, but here we are finding that in the second clause only the gap is there. So they will come after father. Here they will come and father will also return. Both will be in the future, but which action will take place before? The return of father is before. As per the sentence, the father's return will take place before they are coming. So here the father's returning part will be in the future perfect form. After father has returned. I told you earlier, if there are two verbs in a sentence in the future, then only one action will take shall or will, unless both of them take place at the same time. So they will come after father has returned. Okay. Now number 11. Next question. She dashed the PM shortly. PM here means Prime Minister. She dashed the Prime Minister shortly. Meet. Now shortly refers to the future. So she will meet the Prime Minister shortly. Now moving on to the next question. Write down. It dashed for 2 hours when we reached the playground. It dashed for 2 hours when we reached the playground. Bracket rain. The answer, it had been raining for 2 hours when we reached the playground. The sentence is in the past tense. We reached the playground in the past at a particular point of time, say, and the action of raining started before that 2 hours ago, and it was continuing when we reached the playground. So it will be in the past perfect continuous tense. It had been raining for 2 hours when we reached the playground. They dash just now. Next question. They dash just now. Bracket come. They have come just now. Correct. They have come just now. Next question. It dash for quite some time when mother returns. Drizzle. It dash for quite some time when mother returns. Bracket drizzle. Answer will be, it will have been drizzling for quite some time when mother returns. It will have been drizzling. Because, let us move to next question. The work dash before it got dark. Do. the work dash before it got dark, bracket do. Will the answer be? Now see here, one thing you have to understand. The sentence is in the passive form. The work it will be done by somebody. Okay, it is done by somebody. So the door of action is in the predicate part. So it's in a passive voice. So the work dashed before it got dark. Sentence is in the past. So two actions. It became dark and the work was also done. Which action took place earlier? The doing of the work took place earlier. Therefore, it will be in the past perfect form. The work had been done before it got dark. Next question. He behaves as if he dash a tiger. He behaves as if he dash a tiger. C. He behaves as if he dash a tiger, bracket C, as if he saw a tiger. He behaves as if he saw. He behaved as if it were behaved, it would be he had seen. Remember, he behaves as if he saw a tiger. He behaved as if he had seen a tiger. Next question. Many people dash, but only a few have come. Invite. Many people dash, but only a few have come. Bracket invite. Yes, many people were invited, but only a few have come. Next question, same type. Many people dash, but only a few came. Many people dash, but only a few came. Invite. Very good. Many people had been invited. So you have to understand the tenses. The sentences are in. This book dash well, not read, bracket. This book dash well, not read. What answer will you put here? This book does not read well. Very good. This book does not read well. I dash if he had invited me. I dash if he had invited me. Go. It's a conditional sentence. I would have gone if he had invited me. Right? This is in the third. This is the third condition. In the third condition, the sentence is in the third condition. I would have gone if he had invited me. I dash a strange noise at present. I dash a strange noise at present. Here. Many students make mistake here in this type of sentences, because here you use the verbs of perception. I dash a strange noise at present. Here. Answer will be I hear a strange noise at present, because verbs of perception will always be in the present indefinite form. So students, I think we have done in details the tenses part, and if anything is felt to be left out, we will discuss on it later on. As of now, you have to understand tenses properly. Practice the sentences that I gave you in the form of exercises and in the form of examples on a regular basis, so that you can comprehend tenses well, and as a result, while writing sentences, paragraphs, or any form of literature, you don't make mistakes. I would urge all of you to practice as much as possible tenses, because it does not take much time. Whatever grammar part you come across, we have done tenses. Now afterwards we'll do something else, and it will keep continuing. And if you have any problem regarding any sentence, in comprehending it, in understanding it, you can clear your doubts by writing to me in my personal WhatsApp number, and we will clear the doubts instantly. Many of the students, they keep doing that, and we get things sorted out immediately. We don't want that you pile up your problems to be sorted out later on, because when you have too much of work to be done afterwards, you may forget to do certain things. I mean, to sort out certain things, to solve certain things. So immediately as you find problems cropping up, you get them solved. For now, it's goodbye for me. Stay healthy, stay safe. See you in the next session.